Hello everybody. Now before we get started with today's challenge, I just want to say a huge thank you for all the support on the previous 4 Fnaf guides. There were so many supportive comments on all of those videos, and from the bottom of my heart, it made me feel great. Like seriously, thank you guys so much. Now that I actually have a community, I'm dubbing our community the Mutt Army. Since like dog, you know, the banner, the profile picture, like you get it. Now as for today's video, I was sitting in my calculus class staring at the moon runes on the board when I was suddenly struck with an idea. Fnaf 1 420 is just too easy. 2020 mode, first try Fnaf 1 2020 mode. Who's this guy? Shut the fuck up! So how can we make it more difficult? Easy. We have to remove the ability to see. In this video, I'll show you how you can beat Fnaf 1 blindfolded. Since most of my viewer base came from the Fnaf guide series, I'm gonna assume that most people here know how Fnaf 1 works. If you haven't, I'd highly suggest watching that video, since I'll be using some concepts from there to help combat this challenge. But before I could even play the game, I had already run into a problem. Huh. I'm on the left wall, so I have to... That's left corner. Over. Light. To help you get... I actually worked in that office before you. Dude, how am I gonna do this? I had tried to find some setup to click the lights in the doors, but it proved to be much more difficult than I thought. I thought this challenge was going to be impossible until I remembered how the console versions of Fnaf work. Console Fnaf adapts the clicking of like lights and door presses to different buttons on the controller. So what if we did that, but with the keyboard instead? Here, I'll lay some ground rules. Anything that isn't possible on console, we can't code in with macros. For example, I can't make a macro that will pull up the cameras for exactly 1 frame, or flash the lights for exactly 1 frame. Just one that flashes the lights or moves the mouse to turn the cameras on, so that human input is still required. With that in mind, how can we turn our keyboard into a controller? Now, it wouldn't be a The Bones 5 video without some coding, so we had to get a bit technical here. I decided on using the number pad on my keyboard for a controller. I mapped number pad 1 and 3 to the lights, 4 and 6 to the doors, 2 to the bottom of my screen so I could flip up the cameras, and 5 as a button to just send the mouse back to the center of the screen and then put it back into a neutral position. I had also mapped number pad 9 to clicking on camera 4B for later nights when Freddy is active. With the control scheme laid out, I thought it would be easy to implement, but it proved to be a lot more difficult than I thought. For a while, I wasn't able to find a way to accurately locate where the lights and doors would be 100% of the time, so I couldn't create a macro. But then, I discovered AutoHotkey. AutoHotkey is an open source scripting language that allows you to write macros. Installing AutoHotkey also comes with AutoHotkey Windows Spy. This tool allowed me to track the position of my mouse using this on-screen coordinates under the mouse position tab. This should sit, because this runs behind everything, so I should be able to track the position. Yeah, it moves. Nice. Nice, finally, okay. So, can we get a light? 57, 4, okay. Yeah, I could just note these down, make one for a camera flip, make one for a center. And that could work. Alright, let's go, we're making progress, let's go. By then logging these coordinates on important positions like lights, doors, and cameras, we could create a script that would move the mouse to all of the buttons we would need based on number pad inputs. After a bit of research and switching some values around, I was able to come up with this script. As you can see, this script here assigns the coordinate values listed here to the number pad values. Number pad 1, which would be the left light, coordinates 58x and 448y are where that light is located, so pressing number pad 1 would move the mouse to those coordinates. And then I also have a click command in there to then click the light. This doesn't mean it will click the light off, I still have to do that manually, because I didn't want it to be too unfair, right? This is still just a pretty much console remap. And the same goes for doors, other lights, and camera flips. All of these coordinates are just those separate actions. Now, as I said earlier, for the door lights, the camera has to scroll from the center to the light before you can even click it. So anytime I wanted to flash a light, I would need to press 3 or 1 3 separate times. once to actually turn the camera to the light, then once to turn it on, and then one final time to turn it off. As for flipping the camera between light checks, I would press 2 to move my cursor down to the bar at the bottom of the screen to flip up the camera, and then I would press 5 to reset the cursor at the center of the screen, then press 2 again to flip the cameras back down. Now that I've altered the controls and I can actually play the game, what does the strategy look like for blindfolded Fnaf? The strategy for Foxy and Freddy is the exact same as normal gameplay. Keeping the camera locked on 4B in order to freeze Freddy, and flipping the camera up before the next 5-second interval to catch Foxy's timing. If Foxy escapes Pirate's Cove, you're most likely dead, and there's no way to tell when he's coming, so unless you have the left door closed to fend off a Bonnie attack, Foxy will jump scare you. Since we don't have any wiggle room with Foxy, fast camera flips are crucial for success in this strategy. With Foxy and Freddy dealt with, the real challenge comes with Bonnie and Chica. In the base game, Bonnie and Chica's AI never goes above 10, which you might think is a good thing, since they come to your doors less often. However, in this challenge, it can be a bit of a problem. Thinking back to how movement opportunities work, every set interval, the game generates a random number and compares it to that animatronic's AI value. If it is lower than or equal to the animatronic's AI value, they have a chance to move. This same concept applies for Bonnie and Chica entering your office and jump scaring you, meaning that on lower AI levels, they can camp your doors for in-game hours. Technically, they can camp your doors on any AI level except 20, however, it's far more likely with a lower AI level. Our only saving grace in this challenge is the sound that plays when Bonnie or Chica is at your doors and you see them in the lights. Unfortunately, this sound only plays when Bonnie and Chica appear for the first time.
God damn it, was that Bonnie? No f***ing way, dude.
So it's almost impossible to tell when they leave. There are some clues that the game gives us, however. We can sometimes tell where Chica is based on audio cues. Chica has to move to cam 4B before she can enter our office, and the game prioritizes showing her on the camera over showing Freddy, since only one animatronic can be shown on cam 4B at a time. When she's at cam 4B, she'll make this glitching sound. Meaning that if we hear this sound, we know she's at camera 4B and not at the door, meaning that the right door is safe to open. Likewise, pots and pans banging can be also heard sometimes throughout the night. This means that Chica is in the kitchen, again indicating that the right door is safe to open. This makes Chica significantly easier to deal with than Bonnie. Now feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I couldn't figure out a single way to track Bonnie with audio. The only clue he gives us is the first sound he makes when he's spotted by the door light. This means that dealing with Bonnie came down to math and pure luck. Most of this challenge was played on night 5, meaning that Bonnie had a 25% chance to move every 5 seconds. I would try to time out 1 minute in my head, then open the left door and hope that Bonnie was gone. The chance of him camping this long is fairly low, about 0.02%. So I decided on gambling that he'd be gone after a minute of camping that right door. I was able to track the time by playing a YouTube video in another window that would play a beeping sound every time a minute passed. Overall, the strategy went like this. For the first minute of the night, flip up the cameras for every 2-ish seconds. Even if I died here, it was worth the risk because I would definitely need the power later in the night. Then I would get into the loop of the 2020 strategy. Light check, camera flip, light check, camera flip. Making sure to set the camera on 4B at some point to freeze Freddy. From here, I would wait until Bonnie or Chica appeared, and if it was Chica, I would close the door until I heard kitchen sounds or glitching in camera 4B and then open it. Sometimes, if I didn't hear any of these actions, I would open the door anyway and gamble, knowing that I was wasting too much power by keeping the right door closed. If it was instead Bonnie who came to the door, oh my god, he's meat riding. I would wait for as long as I thought I could, and then flash the light and open the door. You always want to flash the light again, because the danger sound will play again if Bonnie or Chica has left your door, and then come back to the door being closed again. This actually was the cause of one of my deaths. What? What? What the What?
How was that? What?
Now that we know the strategy of blindfolded FNAF, I'll commentate some of my run throughout nights 1 through 5. If you'd like to view the full unedited recording for this challenge, I'll leave it in the video description. If I'm not mistaken, so this is gonna be a little rough, but this should be okay. Alright. Blindfold is on, I can no longer see. On night 1, I got adjusted to the new control scheme, and I only got attacked once throughout the night, with a Bonnie attack at 4 AM. This Bonnie attack was the first time that I realized I have no way of telling when Bonnie leaves the doors.
They used to be allowed to walk around during the day, too, but then there was the bite of 87.
Bite of 87. What a joke.
It's amazing.
Oh, I have no way to tell if he's gone. Oh shit, it's a gamble. Honestly, knowing how much power I have in night 1, I might just let him go. Oh, I was out of frame the entire time, are you kidding me? Oh my god, really? I need to give some post-night commentary. Oh god. Okay, so there are a few problems. 1, Foxy, obviously, but 2, I have no idea when... Dude, my forearm hurts from doing that. I have no idea when animatronics are gonna leave my door. Really, I will only know that on 2020 because it's a 100% chance they'll leave after 5 seconds. It'll just be a guess, to be honest. Damn, okay. Alright, second night. Now we're... On night 2, I had the first death of the challenge. Bonnie had a movement opportunity almost immediately after reaching the door, which for a night this early is extremely bad luck. What? Dude, are you f***ing kidding me? Oh my god, really? How was I too slow? This was a common theme on night 2, as Bonnie had caused me another death by camping the door for nearly 2 in-game hours. Here I had waited for almost a full minute, so I assumed the door was safe to open. I'm gonna say he's gone. Please? Who was that? If that was anyone but Foxy, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna watch that back. If that was anyone but Foxy, there's no way. Okay, well, we'll see. Honestly, I'm gonna put it up here. He started that song really early. That would really suck if he... Nice, okay. Whew. That was rough. I'm gonna watch some of that back and see, like, when I was going too long, because there's no way to tell. Honestly. On night 3, I died to Chica since I didn't wait for any audio cues, instead gambling on the chance that she would be gone. Please. Was that Miss Chicken? Was that Miss Chicken camping my door?
She is such a bad
It
bitch,
was.
though. I want the shit out of that robot, man. I'm not even...
That felt like it lasted fucking forever, dude. Dude, how much power was I on? Like, no one was there the whole night. That was terrifying. Night 4 went by pretty easily, with a first try completion, though I did feel a bit of sickness from the blindfold. Constantly moving your mind from side to side when listening causes your eyes to go into a vertigo state sometimes. So I was really looking to complete Night 5 as soon as possible and finish this challenge. However, the game had other plans. Which one? Was that the chicken? Do you see that? Oh, please, dude. Please. Damn, that was a long song, too. What? What the f? What?
God damn it, was that Bonnie? No f***ing way, dude.
Okay. Why would the wiki? You timed me? Night 5 was where this challenge really began. As you progress through the nights, the game gives you less and less power to work with each subsequent night, and it really showed here. With how long Bonnie and Chica tended to camp the doors, it was getting really difficult to manage both of them and the power. I tried to mitigate this by flipping the cameras up less, but that resulted in a Foxy death. Instead, I developed a new strategy. For the first minute of the night, I wouldn't check any lights. If I died here, I'd only lose 1 minute, but it saved enough power that allowed me to be more careful with Bonnie and Chica. I also began to overall get better at the blind movement, with faster camera flips and light checks. With these strategies combined, I attempted Night 5 once more. Come as long. Alright. We're gonna do some gambling this time around. I'm not gonna check a light until I hear the first beep. My god, he's meat riding. Let's fucking go. Oh my god. It always is. Look at that. 120 bones. Let me get money spread. I will do 420s, not in this video, but I will do it at some point. Now, before ending this video, I wanted to say a few things. First, thank you so much for 3,000 subscribers. My all-time goal starting this channel was 1K, 1,000. So the fact that we blew past that so fast is absolutely insane to me. When I started recording this video, I wasn't even at 100, and now recording the outro, we're at 3.1K. I don't know what we'll be at by the time this video goes up, but this is amazing. Thank you for 100 subs already. I did not expect to get it this fast, but the guide videos just popped off, so that's pretty cool. Secondly, the Fnaf guide series came out so quickly because it was originally one video and I split it into parts, so I can't promise uploads nearly as fast as those because those videos took a collective like 2 months to make. I'm a full-time college student and I'll try to prioritize quality over quantity. So while I can't promise uploads very frequently, I can promise that I'll try my hardest to make the content as good as possible. Now, one final thing. Now that we're at 3.1K, I'm sorry, I have to do the YouTuber thing and flash the sub view count. If you enjoyed the video, I'd greatly appreciate a sub. It means the world to me. If not, that's okay too. Now, with that out of the way, thank you for watching. Peace.